The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus went out along the sea. All the crowd came to him, and he taught them. As he passed by, he saw a Levi, son of Alphaeus, sitting at the customs post. Jesus said to him, "Follow me." And he got up and followed Jesus. And while he was at table in his house, many tax collectors and sinners sat with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many who followed him. Some scribes who were Pharisees saw that Jesus was eating with sinners and tax collectors, and said to his disciples, "Why does he eat with tax collectors and sinners?" Jesus heard this and said to them, "Those who are well do not need a physician, but the sick do. I did not come to call the righteous, but sinners." The Gospel of the Lord. For those of you who have ever raised children, especially at that beautiful age when they're 3 or 4 or 5, that's a fun age. If you notice them, they're hanging out in the living room and they start doing something in the corner of the room and they say, "Daddy, Mommy, look," and then they do something silly, right? And they keep doing that over and over. And if you turn away, they'll call you back, look at me, and then they'll do their little silly little thing. Why do they do that? They want us to look at them. We never quite grow out of that age, do we? Think back now when you were a teenager. What is one of the most stressful, most terrifying days of when we were a teen? It's always the night before the first day of school, isn't it? Why is that? We lay out our clothes, especially as kids, teenagers, we lay out our clothes, what we're going to wear tomorrow. We have the nicest clothes because our parents took us shopping the weeks beforehand. We get everything ready, and we're terrified. Get first day of school. You remember those days? And we're all very nervous the first day of class. We all worry about how we look and how we dress. Or how about the latest fashion trend? I don't know if you noticed this. Look around, especially young ladies. They're doing now a thing where they have those huge eyelashes. You ever see that? Huge eyelashes. It's amazing. I got to be careful because many of our parishioners do that, so I'm not making fun of you, right? And these huge eyelashes, I'm like, why do you do that? Or even guys, when they go to the gym, and I'm jealous of, the huge physiques, when they have the huge bulging muscles and they're always wearing tank tops, even when it's cold outside. Again, why? But we never quite grow out of that stage. We spend a lot of time, every single one of us, desiring to be looked upon. We want people to look at us. Why? I think it's very simple. We want people to look upon us, to tell us that we're good. That we're good. That we're lovable, that we're desired, to affirm who we are. It's deep within us that I desire for you, all of you, to look upon me and to say, yeah, he's good. And that's very natural because God created us that way. Jesus, in the gospel, says he's walking by and he sees the tax collector, Levi, the son of Alphaeus, at the customs post. We all know who that is, don't we? It's Matthew. And it says that Jesus went up to him. He does not even know him. And Jesus said to him, "Follow me." Now stop there. Matthew is a traitor. He's the son of Levi, so he's a Jew. He's working for the Roman Empire. And as we all know, tax collectors, especially at this time period, were known as thieves because they always collected more money than they were allowed to. So he's a betrayer. Everybody hates him, and he's colluding with their greatest enemy. Everybody hates Matthew. And when someone hates you, you can tell by the look of their eyes. But Jesus comes, and with one look at Matthew, and you can imagine the piercing gaze of our Lord looking upon him. Oh, I tell you, when you know you're a sinner, you know you're not good. You know you're ugly. And you don't want anybody to look at you. Remember, fast forward all the way to the time when Peter, when he betrayed Jesus, remember that? And Jesus said, it was said in the gospel that Jesus gazed upon Peter after he denied him 3 times before the cock crowed. And do you remember what Peter said? "Get away from me, Lord, I am a sinful man." The gaze of Jesus revealed his ugliness. And he ran. But now imagine the piercing gaze of Jesus upon Matthew here. The gaze that we all desire. From when we were little kids and we told our parents to look at us. We were doing a little dance in the living room. The gaze we desire of those young women who put on those huge eyelashes. Why? Because they want someone to look at them. Or those guys with those huge biceps. What do they want? They want someone to look at them and to say, "You are good." It's fulfilled in Jesus Christ, the God who created us, who gazes upon us even in our ugliness. And he says to every single one of us, "I created you, and I will pour my life out for you, and I look upon you. And you are worth to me more than the entire universe." The look upon Jesus was so life transforming that it said that Matthew got up and followed Jesus.